side mirror of Save the Victorial. We've got a naked face here. So I'm your older than average makeup YouTuber. I'm 53 years old and I try to show what makeup looks like on aging skin. Though I feel younger than I am, my skin sometimes likes to belie that fact. But I don't use filters. I try to use a mix of natural light, a little bit of studio light balance, but very minimal, so you can really see how my skin is looking like. Yes, on Instagram, I will occasionally play a little bit more with contrast and stuff, but same, I don't try to do too much filtering. But here we go. So what are we going to be talking about today? That's going to be this beauty. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop up a link to a video that I did with the fabulous Wilma Fingerdoo from the Wilma Fingerdoo review. And we did an unboxing together and we discussed the palette. We did a try on together. But I thought I could quickly show you what's in here and then we can go on to a look. So it came in this beautiful box. I was very impressed. I was really impressed too when I got the set that they did at Christmas, the grunge set. It came also in a very beautiful box that was specific for the release, and this was specifically for the mystery box. It has this beautiful like magnetized bit there, and this is a lot bigger than I thought it was, you know, being used to most mystery boxes. It's thinner than some of them, but it's just nice and wide, which I think is great for packing product. And then when you open it, you get, of course, the Unearthly cosmetics, and then you got this, well, this is gonna be fun. Here, let me use my head. And it has this nice cover, and then you will see, oh, this is everything that's in the palette, or palette in the box. So we have a highlighter palette, we have 2 eyeshadow palettes, and we have 3 lipsticks. They come, so now that we've seen it, and then the artwork was done specifically by this artist for this release. If I will have to look it up because I'm very bad at names and try to remember to post it up on top there. Oh, my cat is playing. So I will grab one here just so I can show you what I mean. They have, of course, which I love when brands do this. I'm going to take possibly one of my favorite palettes in here. So you have your case, and then you have a specific color story on the outside, and then you go to open it. And again, I don't want to ruin these packages, so I'm just going to use my trusty letter opener here. I'm just going to pop that open. Just for now, I'm keeping them, but I am going to keep the box, and then I'm going to just put the packages back in because they'll fit really nicely without the cardboard packaging. And then you'll see it matches to the original container. It's got all the information on back, and of course it's vegan and cruelty free, and I believe it is Leaping Buddy certified. It's got some kind of thing on here. I think it is right there. So, and then you open it up. It has, of course, your small mirror and then this beautiful color story. They all have names. And there we go. So we had 3 different stories. We had this green one. I'm just going to pop it back in here. We had this one here. This one is the more neutral of all the palettes. So I can do 2 things at one time. I can get these out of the cases and pop them in. This is the purple one here. And then this one is called, oh, this one's called Chilling. And then this one was Creepy Crawly. And then just like the outside, we're gonna have a purpley blue kind of story here. And just like the other one, there's 3 mattes, 1 shimmer. They're all named. Then the third, yeah, and they fit beautifully without the cases. And then the third one here, which is technically the first one in the box, is called Thirst. And as you can tell by this color story here, it is going to be reds and orange. It does have a black, and spoiler alert, it's an awesome black, and 1 shimmer. So we got 3. I had no idea what to expect. All I knew, there were 7 items. They were unreleased items. They were specific for the mystery box, and there were 500 of the mystery box. So then we have 3 different lippies. I'm going to show what I think is the best to last, and which of course you'll know what that is, but I just want to show you. So I'm just going to open these all. And then now that I filmed this, I can keep these out of their cases. I know this is almost like another unboxing, but here we are. So we have the one that goes with Thirst, and then this color is called Savage. And I think this is not a letdown, just because I had recently bought one in this color. I was kind of hoping it would be orange like in the box, but it is a black. And I'm not unhappy. I bought a kind of really dark gray / black, so I thought I was good, but there we go. So that was that one. And then in the green, this one was called Ghoulish, and this one is exactly what you would think it would be. It's a green. I do have a green liquid lip and a couple green lipsticks, but I do not have one in this dark foresty color, so I'm very, very excited about this one. And then the third one, and I guess maybe not disappointed again, it's more like it didn't match the box like everything else does. So this one is called Wicked, and this one is a purple, and I do have a purple or 2 lipstick, but again, not quite in this color. So this is very exciting. So we've got the 3 palettes. We've got 3 lippies that are corresponding, though there is a black in the one palette. And then last, but definitely not least, we got a highlighter palette. And there we go. And again, it has the 3 characters that are on there. And this one is called Ghoulites, also has a mirror, and then it has these 3 beautiful shades. Here we've got Thirst, Creepy Crawly, and Chilling, which matches the palettes. And I've so far tried 2 out of the 3. And if you're not a fan of marbled, don't worry, they're still very fabulous. You will see. So there we go. So kind of a quick unboxing, and then I'll just quickly show you that once you take them out of their packaging, it still fits beautifully in here, not really too loose. So you don't need to keep the cardboard packages if you do not want to, because you do have this fancy storage case here. So in the video that I will have hopefully have linked earlier, Wilma and I did a try on. I'm just gonna dump these on the floor. And I used you won't be surprised, I used the Creepy Crawly palette, which is the green one. And I used one color out of this palette. So in this palette, I used the black, which again, I guess that's why I'm not surprised it's a black black lipstick. And then I used all the colors out of here. So I used the 4 colors and the black out of here. So I was trying to decide what I wanted to do, because this one is very much calling me. And I do have from Unearthly, and I wish I bought all of them, so they're on my list. They're blushes. So I have one in orange. So that might be a good color story. But I do think this one, like I said, this is probably the most, I guess, wearable out of the lot. The one you can do more everyday looks out of it. But there is this nice bluey purple one. But I don't know if you can wear orange. Well, you could. You can do whatever the heck you want. I guess I could grab one of my purple blushes. But I think I'm going to leave this one as maybe one of a more everyday look. And then maybe I'll wear that tomorrow for work. All right, so yeah, let's go and play with this one. I'm going to go into voiceover mode, because then it just goes a little bit easier for me. So what I've done is I've done my brows, I've done my base, I finally managed to tweak my Dose of Colors foundation to be the right color. I got the right amount of drops in there, so I'm very excited. A little bit of bronzer from, a little bit of bronzer. I've now forgot the name of the brand, but anyways, a little bit of bronzer, and then that is it. So we're gonna try and do everything else Unearthly. So on to, and I didn't say, if you were interested, this is what you're interested in, and you want to see what look I completed, you're in the right place. And what do you need to do? You need to keep on watching. Okay, so voiceover mode starts now. Okay, so we are priming our eyes, the usual Suva Beauty, just a little bit to add a little stick. Now we are starting with the Thirst palette. So this is the one with the oranges and reds and that fabulous black. the shade Batty, which we'll be starting with first. I'm just going to use one of my sugar drizzle brushes, and we're going to do this without tape. Surprise! So here is that shade. Oh, look how beautiful that is. That goes on so black and so fabulous. Really am enjoying this shade a lot. This is possibly the best black that I've got in my collection. Of course, we want to do some on the bottom lash line as well. And I'm trying for a slightly rounded look, slightly different than I normally do. So yeah, all right, so now we're going to go to the next shade, and then this is the red one called Bloodline. It's a nice, more of an ochre red, I guess, but it is really nice and dark and intense, as you can see here as well. And we're just kind of doing that as our middle shade. I'm liking how that's looking, as you can tell. I'm just going to go and intensify a little bit. I'm going to go back into Batty again, and then we're just going to again intensify, play with shape a little bit, just to try and match them up as best as we can. Now we're going to do some more of Bloodline as well, and again we're going to do that on the bottom lash line, kind of blending that into the black, because I don't want to look like I have red eye or pink eye or anything, but it's good. So now we're going to go into the orange shade called Lethal, and yeah, this is, as you will see, a very beautiful shade as well, and it goes on quite nice and intense. On the camera, it looks almost like it's matching into the red, but it's not. It is a nice orange. So we're going to use a flatter brush, and then we're going to go into Dread, which is the one shimmer shade, and of course we are going to spray that and put that onto our lid. It's a really pretty shimmer. Let's try a little bit with our pinky to see if we can get it just a little bit more intense. I think we're successful. There we go. How is that? Nice, hey? Now let's put on a little blush. And I only have one blush from Lethal, so orange it is, and it's in the shade Tangy. I think it is a very beautiful blush, if I say so myself. And nice and intense, as you will see. Okay, I thought I would stop voiceover because I really, really like these highlighters. I thought we would do the last steps together. So I am really enjoying this. I think this is really, really pretty. Kind of wanted to go totally rounded, but then I still ended up kind of going that way. But is a little less of, I usually go more like that. So anyways, I'm digging this so far. So let's take a look again at these. So I tried both of these and I enjoyed these very, very much. So I think what I'm going to do is I want to stick this one on my cheek, this one on my inner corner of my eye, and this one we will just have a quick look at. So let's just start that first, just in case you were interested in chillin'. I think this is, well, let's do it, or I'm slightly darker maybe so you can see. It is very light. It is more on the icy side. Let me show you on maybe whiter skin, ignore the bruise. Yeah, it's very white. If the purple sheen is very, very, very light on it, and I think that's okay. So I think that one would be definitely more of an everyday highlighter that would go perfectly. Makeup avalanche would go perfectly with this palette for a fantastic everyday look. Spooky or Halloween season or fall looks don't always have to be spooky or green or red or orange. So I'm very excited to play with that palette as well. Okay, before I start the babbling brigade, let's quickly do the inner corner. So I can just, because like I said, this green is amazing. Hopefully I have a smallish brush up here. Yes, Oh, here we go. Here it is. Here's one. A little pointy one, but that's okay. So we're going to go into Creepy Crawly, and that is the green with gold. I'm going to lean a little bit more towards the gold, or the gold side, the green on this here. And then we're going to pop it in here. And then you can just see how beautiful and bright that is. There we go. And then we're going to do the other eye. I'm just obsessed with this highlighter, and it was beautiful on the skin as well. But I thought I would just, that's part of the other video, which again, I will have linked earlier, but I just wanted to use this again. So you can see that it is very beautiful. I'm only using a little bit, so the other video will definitely show you more, but there we go. She's blingy. So I'm going to again use one of my favorites. I have two different Kaleidos highlighter brushes. I like them a lot. So this is going to be the first time I'm going into Thirsty, so it may be intense. So let's see. So that is that shade there. I'm going to give a swirl, and then we're going to start up here with the orange blush. So that way, yeah, this is nice. Okay. I think it'll show more, maybe more intensely when I get to my nose, but oh, there we go. There we go. See, isn't that beautiful? And then of course, you know, I always got to put a little in the corner of my nose, a little bit here, a little bit down there. Yeah. Yeah, it's very pink. Pinky orange, but I like it. Look at that. It's really nice, right? There we go. And then I'm just going to take this fluffy brush, and then we're just going to blend a little. But look at that. Wow. It's like nice and wet, kind of like a wet looking shimmer. Yeah, that's really nice. I like that. Kind of matching my fellows in the background here. Alrighty. So there we go. Oh, maybe, you know what? Let's take... Where's that highlighter brush? Let's clean it off a little bit. We'll just take the neutral one there. I'll just go over here a little bit more because it was a bit too pinky for me. So or peachy for me. So maybe we can lighten that up a little bit. There we go. So last but not least, before doing some actually, before we do the lips, let's do a little bit of liner in the waterline. I had grabbed one of my brand new ones from Lethal. I have a video up, and one of my other ones, but since I decided not to use the more neutrally purple blue palette, we're going to use this one. This is in the shade Harvested. I really wanted to use this in my look, but it wouldn't have gone with it. So now I get to finally play with this. So it's this beautiful red here. I'm going to grab a brush, a linery brush, and we're going to gently, because I went whole hog in the other one, forgetting how soft and silky these are when you first break into them. Ooh, yes, love it. Perfect. That just, I guess when you have like such an intense eye look, just having kind of like your natural colored waterline takes you out of the look, I think. So there we go. So now let's quickly, we're going to play with lipsticks. So what shade should we use? All right, so let's start with black. I have it open. Okay, so this is, oh, it's really nice. I think it's pretty opaque. I didn't have to dip in a second time. It gets here, oh, if I didn't show that close up. The applicator there is one of those. It seems to, you know, like in the middle there, hold a little extra. That. So why don't we wait a second, let that dry down. Now I'm gonna go with the highlighter idea. And then we're gonna go into Thirst. We'll we'll just grab a little on her finger here and just tap her on. There we go, look at that. I think that was great. Just gave a little extra shine to our lipstick. So, alrighty, so let me just go quickly put some earrings in, brush out my hair, and then we will come back for final thoughts. 1 second. Okay, we are back and we're on for final thoughts of our Unearthly Cosmetics Halloween mystery box. And well, I love it. Of course I do. It's Unearthly Cosmetics. I love them since they were Alien. And yeah, I like it. The highlighter palette, I think, is for sure the win for me because as soon as you have a green highlighter, it's for me. I love them. I love the whole packaging. I love all the 2 palettes I've tried. I love both the looks. Like I said, I cannot wait to try this one. I have been doing some purple and blue looks recently, so that's probably the other reason why I have not grabbed that one right away. I do love the lipsticks. They feel really nice. They smell beautiful. And even if you put a little highlighter on top, they're still nice. I really have no gripes with this at all. I really love this altogether. Yeah, would I wanted an orange lippy? Maybe. Am I upset that I got a black one? No, not really. I think the only thing is maybe if we had a blush, if we just had 2 palettes and maybe a blush, or because I love their blushes. I think that's just why. But there we go. Anyways, like I said, I enjoy this. It was worth every penny. Basically got what I paid for. If you missed it and they have another mystery box of any type, Halloween, Christmas, whatever, I would highly recommend giving it a go, especially if they're limited edition, they're products that you just couldn't go and buy. And they do have other Halloween releases. So if you can't get to this, they do have some other other palettes that I was very tempted to get. But I just wanted to see what was in here first. And I think, yeah, this is pretty much the best mystery box I have ever opened. So anyways, that's it from me today. If you like this video, liked this look, liked the products, if you'd like to give us a like, comment, and subscribe, that'd be greatly appreciated. If you want to hit that notification bell to see when I upload, even better. But other than that, as I always say, behave, make good choices, and we will talk to you soon. Okay, bye-bye.